Welcome to Relics Radio, your favorite weekly podcast dedicated to the metal detecting and treasure hunting community. Here are your hosts, Ken from Adventures in Dirt and Tony from 5280 Adventures.
Hey everyone, welcome Wednesday night. Coming to you from northern Colorado. DK here from Adventures in Dirt. Good to see everyone rolling into the chat group already, and wanted to bring in Tony real quick with me. Tony, come on in. Let's get this one going. Poof, and like that. Yeah, cheers.
And good morning.
What's up, man? How goes it?
Yeah, it goes well. Another Wednesday.
Yes, another Wednesday.
Love it. Another Wednesday to talk about some incredible stuff, have some incredible guests, and get to hang out with my favorite people.
Yep. I agree.
You can't beat that, man. How are you?
I agree.
You're working hard. I got a beef to pick with you, man.
Okay.
You must be working hard because you haven't texted me in like 2 days. I'm going through withdrawals.
You're like, are you cheating on me, dude?
I'm looking at like walls and paint drying. Like, what am I going to do now? I got nobody to talk to. This is garbage. No, I know you got to be busy.
Well, usually you can always make time to like text your friends back and like text, you know what I mean, and answer questions. And me and Jeff had kind of been on a 3-way kind of chat text group thing, and I just haven't had any time. Like,
yeah, I know.
My boss called me. He's got me working on a project. He's like, "Don't sleep until next Tuesday. Like, you just got to keep plugging away. This is too important. Like, just go to sleep next Tuesday." So, I've been trying to work like that during the day as long as possible. So it's been pretty intense.
All good, man.
We're almost there.
It's all good.
We're almost done with it.
It's all good.
Yeah, but we missed last Wednesday.
We did, for a good reason.
Yeah. Check it out.
For a real good reason. Let's see here.
I'll show it. I got it up.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't even think about putting that up. Yeah. What have we got here? Oh,
hey, look at
that.
Teresa, the treasure hunter, come out to see us. We had to go have dinner.
We went out to dinner at a really nice Italian restaurant. Had some vino and some beers.
Yeah, some good food.
Some red sauce.
Talked stories.
Kind
of talked about all the things she'd been up to. Boy, she was on a trip, quite a lengthy trip there, and it was fun.
She was back for one night. Has dinner with us. Flies back out of Denver again for a whole weekend. I don't know where she's at in the world right now.
I hope you're home.
I know, right?
Relaxing. It was a big trip and stuff. When's the last time you took a trip? Like trip like that?
Oh, I just went to Ohio.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. Shoot.
That was a trip.
It was a trip. Yeah.
It was a personal trip, made it into a business trip and had some fun and yeah.
That's right. I need a trip. I was telling Teresa and you at the dinner. I was like, I need a trip.
Well, if we talk to this guy coming up, maybe we take a trip out east and
like always, we always have trips, right?
I know, right?
We just need money and time. That's all we need.
We were talking offline, and obviously, we want to go metal detecting, but he was like, you know what? He went frog gigging. I don't want to steal all his thunder. He went frog gigging recently. Talking about seafood, going out to the coast and doing some fish.
Yeah,
I'm all for that. So
he's like limbo dancing. He's doing a little bit of like surfing. He said it's all kinds of stuff. It was in the chat, and then we'll get to.
Yeah, let's get onto the chat here. Mr. Larry Stevens came in early. Says, "Got to get to church early." But hello, everyone.
Yeah, good to see you, Larry.
Welcome, Larry.
Welcome.
How about this guy? He says he's excited for this one, huh?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Well, he probably knows our guest. They've actually detected together, so that's pretty cool. I mean, we're stretching all over the whole country here: South Dakota, Colorado, North Carolina.
Yeah. Where's everyone at right now? Going to Ocean City, Maryland. He's Detect Dig Smiles heading to Ocean City, Maryland.
Say hey to Bill Hayes.
My stepson, BJ, is getting ready to move to Maryland.
Is he?
Yeah.
We're going to have to go visit BJ.
We have to go visit, check on him.
Jeez, I mean, it's family, you know. Hi, BJ. Yeah, we're going out to detecting.
Yeah, right. Hi, doing good? Okay, see ya.
Patty Dirtclod's here.
Hey there, Patty.
Yeah, Metal Sharks.
J-Man, good to see
We
you.
always got Tim Ill Digger. Good evening, all you dirty money lovers.
It's another person we need to go visit.
Absolutely. There. How about Detect Dig Smile?
Cheers. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah. How about, oh, here we go. 5 Mile Relic Hunter.
Hey, we were just on with him for Are You Smarter Than a Relic Hunter?
That's right. If you guys haven't watched that episode, go back to 5280 Adventures on YouTube. Watch Are You Smarter Than a Relic Hunter? You'll get to see 5 Mile Relic Hunter. Now, he prefaced that whole show going, I don't know how I'm going to do, guys. I'll tell you, I'd rather have him on than his daughter. I think his daughter went 10 for 10.
Yeah, right.
She was killing it.
She was nailing it, right.
Yeah, she was doing great.
That's fun. What is Are You Smarter Than a Relic Hunter? Promo that a little bit.
Oh, it's just a little trivia show that we do Sunday nights at 6 p.m. and kind of focus on some areas, some topics, metal detecting, numismatics, U.S. history, and treasure hunting, and just kind of have fun with each other, tell stories, and see who's the smartest one in the room at the moment. It's a good time. Only goes for maybe 40 minutes. It's not really long, but we have a good time, and you get to see competition's fun, right? I mean, we're all competitive.
Yeah.
It's a good time, though.
It is, and you learn something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like what
do
did you
learn
say the
stuff.
average out of 10? Didn't you say the average was like 6 out of 10, something like that?
Yeah, about 6.21 since we started doing that, and which would get you a D in high school. But I'm not saying anything. I mean, not saying you guys aren't smart, but yeah, 6 out of 10, not too bad. Okay. But we had a good show last week because we went into overtime to crown a winner, and so it was fun. You guys should check it out, and if you get a chance, join us on Sunday nights, 6 p.m. for Are You Smarter Than a Relic Hunter?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Hey, Beth.
That Beth's in there. PA Relic Hunters I saw pop in there. Good to see everyone. 513 was in there just a minute ago.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I know we want to get to our guest. We're 10 after already, so you guys may. So when you're listening to him speak, you may recognize the voice because he actually has done our intro, our voiceover for the intro. We reached out to him, and he's done some professional voice work. He's a hand model, a foot model, like all that kind of stuff. No one ever gets to see his face.
Bikini model.
If you
wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say that. That's the way tonight's going to go. Everyone just
we're going to have a good time tonight for sure. So, all right, let's get to our guest. Look at that. Hey, Jeff. Welcome, Jeff Hendricks, to the Relics Radio podcast.
It's a reunion.
Hi, man. Yes. How are you?
I'm great, man. It's about 10:30 here, and we're just getting started.
Yeah.
It's not 10:30. You only said it because it's past your bedtime.
I'm glad I had 2 of my kids stop by while I was in the waiting room. So I'm glad they came by when I was in the waiting room and not live, baby.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk to them because they go. You take them out detecting with you too. So
they have all. I think they've all been, and you may have someone in your chat that's been with us and one of the littles. So
that's true.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's true.
You know who hasn't?
Oh man, somehow, and I do feel bad about this, but somehow Ken just was never available when I brought my wife and brought my kids.
They're like, Ken's great to detect with, but I'm not interested in my family.
If it's Tony, okay, I can like grab the handlebars, but if it's Ken, probably
that wasn't even like local. We were in Leadville. We all met up in Leadville with his family.
Oh my gosh.
That's like 3 hours away.
It is.
That's how I talked to him.
It wasn't like around the corner. Yeah.
Maybe we should explain for people that are listening just exactly who Jeff is.
All right, Jeff, you got the floor.
Go for it. Who are you?
Give us your bio.
It's so funny.
Who is Jeff?
Man, I have been a worship pastor at a church for about 10 years. That's my main passion. I'm a family man. I've got 4 little boys. My wife is the best. And then my secondary passion has been metal detecting since I discovered metal detecting.
It's more like a 1A, 1B. Let's be honest, man. It's
Come on.
I mean, I know what you gotta say, but come on. It's
we're
just
all
like
we're all family
right
here, man. Come
there.
on.
bullet
we
points.
can do it.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you there, buddy.
No, you're good. You're good. So essentially found out about metal detector, or I should say my wife let me get a metal detector when I was worried about getting my tonsils out to distract me. Thinking it would just distract me, but it ended up sticking. So
That's a good wife. That's a good wife.
Yep.
Right,
And
that's
then
a great wife.
soon after, I met these 2 fine gentlemen, and they increased my love for the hobby tenfold. And then I got to have fun and be with friends at the same time. And there's nothing that beats that. And then I've met, as you guys mentioned, I met others in the community connected to you guys, and have just been blessed to meet everybody, because everybody has a different thing they like to look for. Everybody enjoys detecting a different way and appreciates different things. So it's kind of a new experience each time you go.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And we're glad that we were able to hook up with you. So yeah, we dug together here in Colorado, but he
then he ditched us.
He went.
You know what, guys?
You
You're
guys are
kind of
good. You're just not
lame,
finding the good stuff.
but I'm going east.
Well,
listen, you find some really nice Wheaties, but I've got to go find the good stuff.
Right. Guys, I'm a little tired of Wheaties.
We have a group.
58 was a strong year, but I'm looking more like 1850, 1758, maybe even.
And if you can't tell, we're going to give each other the business tonight. We haven't seen him in person like this for a while.
We don't. We're on a group chat, and I like to share with them when I hit things that I know that they would like.
Just daily.
And, it's not daily.
You get the opportunity, Jeff, to do a lot of detecting, right? So I'm not really teasing when I say it's almost daily.
I do. And granted, I say that's I think that freedom is closing in. My wife is very kind and very patient, and let me just say I'm very thankful, and I get how nice that is that she will let me go blow off that kind of steam. So but I get some cool opportunities. I think it's more about just the flexibility. My schedule's always been flexible in terms of if you've ever done ministry work. Sometimes it's night, sometimes there's much
weekends,
and then it slams. So I get to explore probably a little more than the common person does, and I'm starting to get some of the people at my church into detecting one by one.
Nice.
So it's a cool spot down here. It's not, the detecting community is not quite as big as what I thought it was going to be down here, but you do see you'll drive by a construction site and you see the it's like they're at 6:30, just kind of cleaning up a little bit.
Any kind of disturbed dirt, they're into it.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, you go by at noon and there's like 3 cars waiting, and they're all charging their metal detectors, and they're just waiting for the guys to leave for lunch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So one of the things that I made a point to like contrast is I live on property right now, and our neighbors.
Where you at?
I'm in Mount Olive. What's that?
What's your address?
My GPS coordinates. I'm in Mount Olive, which is pretty country, eastern North Carolina. We're nearby Goshen Swamp, which is a big swamp system. But what I was going to say is when people came here, literally the same family is on different land plats for 200 years. Our neighbors were telling us, pointing out to me spots on their property. They're like, great grandparents lived there. Great grandparents lived there. And then, okay, the brother of that great grandparent, lived across the street. And then it goes even farther back. So that's kind of it's a neat natured thing, because a lot of times actually people haven't even thought about that. Like when you go to ask permission, there's a lot of a lot of agriculture here. And so you have to go at the right time and ask at the right time. But farmers don't really think that way. They're like, what is the purpose in this? Yeah, you can go dig in the dirt that we've, while we're not using it, but that's so far from my mind that there could be stuff from my great-great-grandfather buried in the dirt. Right. And it's just different from Colorado, because Colorado, most places, is relatively young, right?
Well, young, and there's, excluding 505 in the chat, Beth, who's I think 4th or 5th generation Coloradan. Most everybody else is a transplant in Colorado. I mean, I'm from Ohio. Ken's from California. There's not a lot of people that, quote, are pioneers in Colorado. So when you go to North Carolina and you're talking 5th generation, 6th generation, and that's normal, that's not what we're used to out here.
Right. And it is
people aren't born with detectors in their hand out here like they are out there.
Well, that's too.
That's true. I do hear quite a bit of that from the older generation, talking about like when detectors first came out, and like they'd go with their detectors and just find stuff off the surface finds that you would just die for.
It's like watching Buckle Boy's channel,
right?
Out in the rice fields when he walks over a seeded coin that's sitting on the dirt.
Yeah, Mr. Surface find himself. Crazy. Absolutely. Oh, here's 2 reals are sitting next to each other.
Right.
Yes. Oh man.
Quarter real. You ever seen his quarter real?
No.
The tiniest little real I've ever seen. He's got a lion on one side and a castle on the other. Small thing.
Not clipped, huh? Just
no, small, round, just like the size of a trime.
Wow. I know that name because I think he's helped ID some things.
Yeah,
that's about right.
Over the years. Yeah. So if you're out there, Buckle Boy, thank you for.
I actually just talked to him this week, and he's getting close to his book coming out. I'll just say that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, I know that we got some new people in the chat here. I just want to call out real quick, and before I call them out, there were some people here that were actually just here for the show for this type of adventure.
Excellent. What are we finding today, Jeff?
We are finding Grandma's brooch.
That Grandma's brooch.
If anybody's asking or trying to figure out what is Grandma's brooch and what here's the audio clip.
Grandma's brooch.
Like, where did that come from? It came from this guy right here. Tell us a story, like, number one, with the video, where it came from, obviously off the cuff, but like, where did that come up in your brain? Grandma's brooch.
I mean,
we've been laughing at it ever since.
I suppose it's a 50-50 thing, because if it was my grandma, I would be like that. That's the kind of thing that's a tearjerker for me. But then at the same time, so it's both sad, but also it's kind of true, because everything that you find detecting was once belonged to someone else.
It's a grandma. To someone's grandma.
Someone's grandma or grandpa. Yeah.
Oh, Ski, what's up, bud? I think I saw that. I saw your question. The answer is yes. I've found several brooches, several of great grandma's brooches out here for sure, man.
I bet.
Yeah,
brooches are fun to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if you're on Discovery.
I love it when Ken when Ken boasts. That's one of my favorite things.
When Ken boasts, when I boast, I don't have much to boast about.
No, it's when you guys are like, if you keep talking like this, we're just going to bring out finds from England. We're going to show you stuff we found.
Well, that's all we've got. I was looking through my phone. It was like a message comes through from Jeff in the group chat, and it says, you guys ready, or bucket list find, or can we FaceTime? Right. It's like, dude, we already talked twice yesterday that you had bucket listers, and today you got another bucket lister.
Yeah. And then you want to FaceTime? It's like,
right.
Because FaceTime,
all we can do is say, all right, you keep this up, we'll have to bring out some England finds, all right? Because that's the only way we can beat North Carolina finds.
There was a couple hot months there that
you were on fire.
They've got it. But then I started to enjoy it because I was like, they're either really happy for me or really irritated at this point.
No,
so
it's not. It's I'll tell you, it's 0% irritation. Probably more jealousy than irritation, because we're both sitting behind a desk or a computer or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I've been out on a 1700s colonial site, and gosh,
tired of finding all these reals.
Yeah, my buddy found a real, and all I found was this, this militia button.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I think you suck, dude. That's what I think.
No, hey,
this is from the
seriously, a zero irritation. You know that.
I do.
It's so much happiness, and I can remember back when I first started metal detecting and also getting on YouTube, and you get into the community, and I remember there's a couple people that, you get to messaging with people, and there was one guy I remember his first silver coin he ever found. He texted me immediately. Didn't nobody else? Like, I was the first person, and I was like, "That is so incredible to be able to." He wanted to share that with me. Who am I that this person, the first thing in their entire life that they found of a silver coin, and they want to share that moment with me? That's just that's not fair. Like, I'm a nobody, and we get the same thing with Jeff. It's so happy for you, the things that you can get, because we know the passion and the love and the history, and it shows through, and we get to share it with you. Like, come on, man. Like,
you're kind of living our dream, man, because Tony and I always talk about, leaving our wives and buying a house together out in like New Hampshire or something. Maybe bring the wives. I don't know. Maybe bring the wives.
If they show up, I guess you got to let them in.
But just, you're like, you went out there, and you're able to find these things that we talked about before you left. Like, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to find this and this and this. And as you're finding them, you're like, yeah, this is the first time I found this. First time I found this. So you sharing them with us, your old digging buddies, like, that's just natural, man. And we're right there with you. Like, look at living vicariously through you. Is that what they say?
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely. No, I was being facetious. I was being, I'm sarcastic with everything. You guys know that. But
we're not. We never are.
I literally, these guys have been depending on the level of the find, it's either going to be a text, or it'll be a phone call, or it'll be FaceTime when it's like an ultimate find. And it's because I know both these fellas are 100% genuine, and they understand why whatever the relic or coin, which, to be honest with you, I'll be totally honest with you, I think I'll take a relic over a coin any day. It's not that I'm not excited for coins, but I love something that tells a story. And these guys understand, just they get that excitement, whereas my wife will just be like, yeah, that's cool. You found a shoe buckle fragment. That's fine.
So it's a piece of a shoe, like this much of a shoe buckle.
Gosh, you sound just like
really?
her.
Yes, let me get that straight.
How do you know it's a shoe buckle?
It's a piece.
It's just a piece of metal. It's like this much metal.
Right.
How do you?
And what are you going to do with that? Are you going to actually
throw that on ChatGPT?
You're going to keep that?
Whatever they say. Yeah, exactly. You're going to keep.
Don't leave it on the kitchen counter again, Jeff. I'm tired of picking that stuff up.
Yeah, it might as well be a 1983 nickel. I mean, Oh, sorry. Sorry if that's
Shut across the bow. It was 83. It was 84, not 83. Sorry.
84. Sorry.
You're gonna be doing all kinds of in jokes tonight. People are gonna be like, "What are they talking about?"
Can I tell the story of how you and I met?
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
It's finally going to be public.
Do I know?
It is.
Do I
get
know
listened
this
up
story? Uh-oh.
privately all the time. Yeah, go
La,
for
la,
it.
la, 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 la.
All right. So I, being on social media, you open yourself up, my email's out there on my YouTube page, and people, like I say, message me, write on my, make me a comment, reach out to me. I love to hear from everybody and talk and interact. So apparently the first time I ever had interaction with Jeff, it was by email, and he sends me this email that says something to the effect of, hey, this is I'm here in Colorado, this is the stuff that I found. And it's like an itemized checklist of all the stuff he's ever found in his entire life. And, if you guys are ever up north, I would love to dig with you. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I do like people that are passionate. Well, somehow I had forgotten about it or didn't reach out to Jeff or something. It had kind of gone underneath the rug. And I apologize deeply for that. But we meet up with we come in contact with our other buddy, Michael, and Jeff had reached out to Michael, and they were meeting up to go dig somewhere. Michael's like, hey, I'm bringing this other guy with me. So, there'll be 4 of us together. So we show up and we're detecting. It's great to meet Jeff and, hang out with Michael and Ken. And then I think like a little bit, I don't even remember if it was that day, but Jeff like makes his way over to me and says, hey, you know that I emailed you like a year ago about detecting with you. And I'm like, I think I remember that. I'm like looking for his email, and I'm like, oh yeah. And here's your resume that you sent with it. And I always give him a hard time about his resume. He's like, he's had to send his metal detecting resume to Tony to say, hey, here's what I found. Can I dig with you, please? I just got to give him so much crap about that.
I don't know why I thought that, providing you my bucket list of items would sweeten the deal at all. Right. But for some reason it made sense to me at the time.
It's all good, man. I don't want to embarrass you about it. It's really, I'm just glad that we were actually able to come together and create a friendship, honestly. So, but we're all we do have the same personalities, and we do give each other the business sometimes. So that's something I'm going to do forever, man. It's just the way that I am.
I can't believe he sent you his resume. He did me. He sent me a message, just said "sup, dig?" question mark. So he's like, "Sup, dig?" question mark. I was like, God, you didn't even send me his resume.
Oh my gosh. All of you, it's gonna be so funny because all of these people are now privy to like what our back channel ribbings are. And what I give I've watched videos of both of these guys, and one of my favorite things to do is to like start just quoting their past videos to them as we're digging, and like you'll dig a button and I'll be like, you know what you can do? You have God's most natural polisher within your body. Take a little bit of that earwax and just take it. You don't need a lot. You just dab it on that general service equal button. You just dab it on. It'll preserve the gilt, bring out the color. And this is our
man.
This actually came from typical narration.
Yeah. My favorite time was, can we talk about the last time, one of the very last times we went out and that biker kept tracking us to the new place?
Oh gosh.
Do you
remember that, Ken? We were up in
it was all 3 of us. That was one of the last times for all 3.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because the brothel was right on the. Oh,
we were like right there.
We were right on it,
and it was public. It was.
Tell the story. Yeah, go into the story. That's actually pretty good.
Wasn't public.
We were in the right. You were absolutely in the right. Just go ahead and tell the story.
We had our maps out and everything. We had GPS location going, everything.
Yep. I mean, essentially, we look at the topography, and there was a cluster of homes, and it was in the middle of a perfectly legal spot to go. So we were all excited because we wouldn't
all public.
We went with kind of the attitude of, we're not even need to ask. We're not going to run into anybody, period, because it's public. And a house, like, I don't know, a half mile away, like with bare view, he ends up being like the public defense police,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he's like, there was a brothel site right where you guys are standing. But I hate, and then he gets into it, Tony, and Tony's like, we're looking at the Onyx right here. And it's like way over, the line's way over there. Yeah. He's like, I don't care what you say. I know. And it wasn't even his property. He's like, I know where my neighbor's property. And as people are like walking their dogs
through the property,
you know, seriously.
Yeah. He's like, you're on so-and-so's property right now. We're like, no,
it wasn't even their front yard.
300 yards from your neighbor's property.
Right.
We're at like trailhead. We're like, a trailhead.
It's not even a front yard. There's no house there. It's just they own that piece of property. Absolutely.
Yes. So, and since we are courteous guys, you know, eventually Tony just flips him the bird and we walk off.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding.
It was a double
bird. At him. Come on, get it right.
No. So we, you know, he's like, okay, so you guys need, so we're like, yes, sir, that's fine. And so we kind of go the other way further into the public stuff. And this guy, I mean, we didn't start walking until he was almost back to his house, and he puts his helmet on and gets on his bike and meets us.
Tracks us down.
It's like all right.
Now we're even further into public domain.
Yeah. Do you remember what he said? Because it was hilarious.
I don't even remember what he shows up like Pee Wee Herman on his bike with this riding helmet on. Wizard of Oz style.
Cling, 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 cling.
Oh my goodness.
And it was something to the effect of like, you know, we could do this all day, guys. I'll just, you know, I'm gonna just keep going with you here and essentially like chasing you off.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we 100% were in the right. We're looking at the maps. We had done our research. We knew, you know, if anybody, you know, legally wanted to come out, we sit there. No, we're okay. And they would have sent him on his way. But you know what? We didn't want to make a fuss about it.
Nope.
And we ended up leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Mildigger says it was the Prairie Police.
Yeah, exactly.
We were calling them the Mountain Monster because we were up in the mountains.
Am I allowed to call them the Boulder Police? I don't know.
Oh,
shoot. Okay.
You gave up our spot now. Come on.
The Olive Boulder.
You know, when I think about that guy, though, is I think he had like almost like a complex going on where he had responsibility. I think he was like a fire spotter or something like that, right?
Yes.
I don't know if he officially worked for the fire department, but he was.
He designated himself as that, probably.
Official fire spotter. So he really had this ego of, I'm in charge of this mountain. You know, I mean, I'm in charge of this area, this land. And if I see any shenanigans going on, I'm going to come over there and tell them what's up. And if you're not, you can only walk a dog up here or ride your bike. And that's it.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. That was, I think, one of the, because I hunted with each of you individually a few times after that, but we couldn't all line up after that. So I'll always remember that time. I was telling these guys, I just about 4 years worth of fines from Colorado and through, you know, some of the extra states. I got a chance to go through Ken and Tony. I met a great guy that detects in South Dakota, and I won't share his name out of respect, but had an awesome time. And so we got to detect with him. And anyway, all of these fines across different states and everything. And I'm kind of like in my brain, I'm telling the story, and my wife is like, you're pulling them out of, you're pulling them out of, cause I have it all labeled by location and date. And she's like, you're going to forget where you found all these things. And I'm like, there's no chance, because all of the things I've found are connected to memories. And a lot of the memories are with you guys. So I'm
That's great.
so thankful to have shared that with you. I'll make my plug for, I'll make my friend, my
Your
public
PSA plug.
announcement. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, PSA announcement.
All right, yeah, let's go for the PSA announcement. Here we go.
Do we have music?
Yeah, I got music. Hold on.
Grandma's baroque.
Okay.
Grandma's brooch. So I'm feeling really good. I've purchased some shadow boxes with felt backs because I don't want to do it. What's that box called? Riker.
Yeah, Riker box.
I just
Riker
don't.
box,
I just don't want to do it. I've told myself I don't want to do it that way. There's too much at stake. There's too much at stake here. So I go online and I look up, I get the Renaissance wax, which plug for Renaissance wax. It's awesome as long as you're not doing silver. That shines it up. Not quite as good as earwax, as the 5280 earwax, but
It's not earwax. It's oil.
It's oil from behind your ear.
Oil from behind.
Man, I
You
totally
don't
messed
stick
that
your
up.
finger in like this, like you're digging for gold.
I need to
It's
go
just a
watch
little
that
bit-
video one more time.
Yeah, you gotta have to review that again, man. Come on.
Anyway, so then I buy the stuff that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be able to mount this. It's that Quaker, it's the Quake Hold museum putty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, I'm making a video right now that says that's the best stuff. ever.
Long story short, do not think you're going to be able to mount your items on a felt back in a shadow box, because I'm making my backdrop and I'm so pumped. And Tony's like, you should flex a little bit, dude. Just flex a little bit. Like show some of the stuff that you found, like you're the real deal. And I'm pretty sure he's making fun of me, but I did it anyway.
No,
And
I saw the display laying on a flat surface. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ken. They look pretty sweet when they're completely flat, but I had them even at 45 or so, and I start to see like buckles start to fall to the bottom, coins come off, jewelry comes off. So anyway, I have it down, but I don't have the mounting down clearly. So don't think you're going to do that. Do something different than me, y'all.
So hold that back up again, Jeff. Hold that back up again. Hold that back up again. Hold that wax back up again.
Oh, the wax.
Yeah. So would you say that's good for okay, there's that. Yeah, that's good. And what about the hold thing?
What about the?
Do you think that's good for like hard surface?
I think that's where I went wrong. I think it's great for if you can have your surface you're attaching to be hard. Yeah.
Okay.
And the key thing is, if you have stuff, if both of these things, this wax is a desiccant, so it dries it out, but it also preserves it. So it's great for like buttons, things like that. And then this Quaker, I keep calling Quake Hold, doesn't leave residue, and it preserves whatever the artifact is. So that's my plug. Just do it differently than me, and don't do a felt, because you'll have meticulously created your. Do you guys have
Beautifully?
Do you guys have that picture I sent you of the button thing?
I was looking for it. I
little-
got it here. Let me see
little
what I
thing-
can do. I'll work on it.
Okay,
Don't be like Jeff.
don't be like me.
I'm gonna get the hat. Don't be like Jeff.
I'm not sure if Cindy's on this chat, but it was a huge deal when I found a flat button in Colorado, and I about died, because you guys can attest to how rare that is, right? And so I come out here, and it's not better. It's just weird how wherever you are, you make your own kind of fulfillment and the challenge and I like the challenge of it too, to like find as old of a thing as you can. But out here, obviously people dropped quite a few of those flat buttons, and I just started picking out some of my favorites, and I made this really cool kind of design thing out of my shadow box. And when I put it up for this video, started falling out of this really nice spiral. So yeah, don't do what I do.
So in the chat, anybody has any suggestions on how we could display our buttons and buckles in a vertical manner, hanging them on a
I'm
wall
interested.
in a shadow blocks? If you've had success with that, put it in the chat, or even better yet, email Tony or I and let us know, or get us on Facebook.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Well, even David Rose's displays that he has up on the wall and stuff like that have some heavy duty, like iron type relics that he's got. I mean, how are those staying? I mean,
he welds a bolt to the backside and then cranks them down with a wing nut on the back. I don't know.
Drills into the back of them.
Yeah, just drills it. It's like I got 8 of these 5th century Palstave axe heads.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I'm teasing him.
Let's see here.
Tim has seen it. Maybe Tim knows how.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Stuff up. If he says, I use that same putty, that museum putty that Jeff uses.
It worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about some buttons.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, I would have sent you a better picture.
What's this one up here? What's this big one?
That's from Colorado, man. That's a collar disc.
Really?
Yep, I believe it's with the cross hatching. It's a World War I collar disc.
Chick's big, man.
It is big.
Yeah.
Man, it did not look good until I started working that Renaissance wax into it, and then the detail came out.
How are you putting the wax on? You do like a Q-tip?
Like this, and then to take it off, he does this.
You did this way.
Yeah,
he
like
on
this,
and then off.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no. I just sometimes I'll do the wax, and then if it's not a 2-piece, obviously I'll rinse, get it dry, and then do the wax again. And it's weird because the wax will pull stuff off that you couldn't get off to save your life. So, anyway,
what's this BS here?
I know what that is.
What's with all this BS?
Yeah, it's all the kinds of BS.
Okay, so all you folks on here that are familiar with the coming and going, I think Ski Searcher is the one who taught me, or basically introduced me to, okay, these are when farm fields are active, and then here's the time when you go and get permission and dig. Out here, that's primarily what you have. You have farm field. And so we're on the last day of this permission, and there's this tractor is literally doing he's being nice, and he's doing the whole rest of the property except for where we are.
Oh, he's avoiding you. So you guys are big,
plowing around you.
Okay, so just to tell you how awesome this site is, like I could do I have all the history on this site. Somebody even rolled up on me, and it was the original, kin of the original landowner, and he sent me all of this material on this home site. So if you guys ever want to take a deep dive, even on your own properties, if you can follow that paper trail, it's fascinating. And then you can even track down family to give stuff back to. Anyway, it was 3 days, and day 1 was, all you button lovers are going to love this. Day 1 was Dragoon. It was a Dragoon Union button.
Oh, is that it?
No, and then day 2, it was, yep, they're all on. I know it's a horrible picture. I'm sorry.
Oh, there it is. There's the D.
Yep. So the Dragoon, that was day 1. Day 2 was artillery. It was an artillery button. It's in there. It's a smaller one. And then on the 3rd day, we're in the last 5 minutes when you're walking back to your car is when the BS button came out.
Okay.
And it stands for Bingham School. And this was something akin to, I think for younger cadets, it was something akin to like what West Point would have been for the North. It it was there before the war, during, and then after the war, but that button dates to right around the time of the war. And so it was
Beautiful.
that was a Confederate soldier that likely, or I should say a kid,
Yeah.
a junior military academy kid, probably had that on his coat.
Wow.
And because
you found it.
Yeah, man. That's one of my favorites of all time.
Well, it's right in the middle. I figured it was.
But you guys can see.
What's that one?
That you guys have seen that one before. That's the one I found in. Literally, I found that in a Loveland public place, and it's a Binghamton City Guard button from Binghamton, New York, that predates the police.
Man.
The green
That's
one,
an amazing button.
Isn't that neat? Yeah, especially in Colorado.
Yeah.
And then that's a North. Which one? That one's Colorado. That's Colorado Guard. So that's
that's that Colorado Guard.
Yeah, that's pre World War One.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And then the gold cuff eagle above that. Actually, go to the very top, Ken. You can't you see the little bar?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, that's a little.
So Cindy knows about
badge bar.
About this one. It says Camp Wyckoff on it, which was a port for sailors coming back, and they needed to quarantine before they could come back in. 1898, Montauk Point.
When we saw that, we all kind of went down the rabbit hole of researching something we've never heard of, didn't know anything about. And it's like, you serious? Like, I mean, the value of it like grew because of what it was attached to.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I'm not claiming to know what that was when I dug it up. That's sometimes a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We get to do that. So, yep.
So cool.
Yeah, that's just a couple things. And then you, for all you guys, you probably see the eye, the large coat
block eye.
Block eye button. That was a bucket lister for me out here.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's such a great find.
Yeah, on the back it has Manchester, which puts it like it would have been worn in war, right in that period. So
that wasn't the one that said made in Taiwan. That was a different one.
No, that wasn't made in Japan. You guys ever? Okay, I'll tell you a quick thing. So you know how you see stuff on Facebook, or you see stuff on all the dig chats and stuff, and people are just finding these incredible things, just things that you've never seen, you've never dug in your life, and they're doing it regularly. Well, those bells, those crottal bells, crottal bells.
Yeah,
I thought I had found a version of those crottal bells in Colorado,
right?
And literally, I flip one of them over, and this is a while, so they're all caked in dirt. But I'm like, oh man, I have a set. This is incredible. Made in India. The struggle's real. Yeah, the struggle's real. So
just the full range of emotions.
Oh man. Yeah. It's
I mean, how many times do we do that, as detectors, where we start to uncover something? Like, I remember the 101st Airborne buckle I found. I'm out in a site that we're trying to find a Civil War era, early Colorado military camp next to a stage station, and they camp somewhere around there. We're trying to find it. Huge plots of land, like I don't know how many acres we're at.
How many? Yeah, fields upon fields,
and
we're just trying to find it. We're trying to locate anything. Colorado, you don't find plates. I didn't, if I ever found a plate in Colorado, it would be just the rarest.
One of our buddies found a mini plate, a baby plate. Gorgeous one.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so it can happen.
So I'm digging. I hear this target. I go down in it. And since I've never found a plate, I don't actually know what they look like in dirt. But all I know is I see an edge of something like brass, and it is oval, and it's elongated oval. So not perfectly oval, but elongated oval, like a plate would be. And I see the edge, and my heart starts to beat. And I think about stopping and calling the guys over, but no, I need to investigate a little more. And I pick that thing up, and it's a giant cow tag. It says 101 on it. The giant, just brass, old. I mean, probably 19.
It's an old cow tag. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
old, but
It's pretty neat. Still neat. Yeah.
it's still neat. I still have it, but yeah, man, I thought, oh, I've got it. Oh no, it's not.
It plays with your emotions.
The
And then
101st Rangers of the Civil War, when they used to jump out of airplanes during the Civil War to attack.
yeah.
Sometimes a balloon.
Or it could have been 1812. I can't remember which war they were in, but
I went up to everyone. It's like, look, I found 101st.
101st Airborne, yeah, paratroopers for War of 1812. Yeah.
I'd love to
nice.
hear in the chat and from you guys when the opposite has happened. You ever have the opposite happen? Where
you think you got crap and it turns
you
into
think
something?
you have trash and then you just get blasted onto your butt.
It's not here. I have it upstairs, but yeah, I have something. I haven't done the video on it yet, actually. And it didn't, me being put in my butt didn't happen until days later, until a few days later.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Was Jeff there?
Yeah, Jeff was there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You want me to tell it?
Yeah, absolutely. Ask
So
the question.
I'd found we were on this epic hunt together. Probably one of the most epic hunts all of us were on together, and all the time we hunted together, finding some great stuff. It was near a stage station, so I can say that. It was just an amazing time finding all kinds of cool stuff. Found my first seated there, 1844 seated half dime, sorry. So that was, for Colorado, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But I pulled up this find, and I was like, oh, it's a piece of crap, piece of trash. And I'm looking at it, and even trash, I'll kind of clean up, see if there's any writing on it so I can try to identify it. And it looked just like some old, early vintage cap, like a milk cap or a powder cap or something from a powder flask. Not a gunpowder flask, but you know what I'm saying, like a lady's powder or something. But there was no holes on it. I was looking at the side. It didn't really look threaded. It was about that big. And as I'm wiping it and kind of brushing it, words and images started to appear on the top of it. And I'm looking at it.
I got it now. I remember it now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it, and it said, I thought we saw it said the Centennial Watch along the top. It had this building with like a cross on it. And at the bottom, it said Memorial Building, 1867. Yeah. And I was like, what is that? So hurry up and search my phone. Nothing. No. And so I threw it not in my trash pouch because it had writing on it. So I knew it was going to be something I wanted to research. And that started my search. After we got home, I actually forgot about it that first night. A couple of days later, I pull it out and I'm start researching it. And guys, I couldn't find anything on it. I'm trying to find something. And finally I get it.
This is pre-chat GPT, folks.
Right, it is pre-chat GPT. And finally I got a hit. And it was way down on the search results and all that stuff. And it was from the Smithsonian Institute. That's the website that finally had some information on it. And I look at it. Yeah. And what it was is back in 1867, they had the Philadelphia World's Fair, the what do they call it? The exposition, World Exposition. Yeah. In Philadelphia. And one of the buildings now, and I didn't know anything about that World's Fair at all. So now this started my dive down the hole of learning all about this thing. There was 10 million visitors to this World's Fair in 1867. They built an entire city to house the exhibitions and everything at this World's Fair. All kinds of new innovations. First time Americans ever saw bananas was at this exposition.
Bananas.
All this different technological advancements were shown there, all kinds of steam engines and typewriters and all kinds of stuff. And
So cool.
this thing was the back of a pocket watch that was given away as souvenirs to all the people that came to the like horticulture type building that they put there, called the Memorial Hall. And so it was the Centennial Watch because they called it the Centennial Exposition. That was the name of it, the Centennial Exposition.
Well, that was 76 then?
1876. What did I say? 67? Yeah, 1876. Sorry.
Which is the same year Colorado became a state.
Yeah.
Right. That's
ironically. Even more ironically.
And I'll just say real quick, that's what I mean by the joy that you get in detecting. Like 1876 in Colorado feels like what 1776 feels like here.
Right.
That's a good point.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a
If
big
you can
deal.
ever find 1850s here, it's just like,
And then 1850. Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
you guys did it, but
yeah.
Pretty.
But that thing was the back of a pocket watch. Now the pocket watch didn't work. Like the winder, you could adjust the hands on it, but it didn't have the innards. There was a company out of France. I researched them. They used to make like baby dolls, and they used to have like this watch as part of a different watch as part of it. But they were hired to make these little souvenir handout pocket watches to commemorate the World's Fair. And so how that ended up at a stagecoach stop in Colorado, who knows? But
who knows?
And how it
from Paris to Philadelphia.
Yeah. So I found cool pictures of it. Not too many. I'm telling you what, there's not a lot out there. I think Smithsonian Institute's the only one had a picture of it. I even reached out to them, said if they still had it, and never really got a response. But yeah, just amazing that, that's where that came from. And I almost threw it away as trash. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yep. That's my story.
Yep.
Go along with your.
And you know what? I just was thinking about Jeff found a coin there with the same year.
Jeff found a lot of coins. So guys, here's the thing. We've said it before on this show in Colorado, especially when we're relic hunters in Colorado, we just don't find the coins.
Yeah.
We don't find many coins, not very, very few coins, but Jeff found some coins.
I'll set the stage. Tony, I think I got something.
Yeah, that's it. You got to shake your hand.
I think I got something.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna put the rumor to rest that was staged right here. I could not.
No.
I mean,
I don't think it was at all. I know it wasn't. I was there, man. It was not staged.
That hunt. I'll do credit to Michael. I mean, just every moment was a check your reality moment for a detectorist there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just wild.
Yeah. We showed up and we immediately started finding cool stuff, man, like really cool stuff.
Yep. And absolutely. And it was all period of, just.
Well, it was because Ken's was a 44.
Yeah.
I know.
1844 and 1883.
Yeah.
Seated dime and seated half dime. Yeah.
And that was also the first time I ever saw somebody dig a General Service eagle.
Yeah.
Remember that? Tony. Actually, Tony was the first signal.
I was going to say that started that whole day was that signal.
Oh, there's stuff.
And after that, Jeff was like, all right, that's it, man. We're going to find it all. At first he went off and he left a couple breadcrumbs for us and he found the rest of it.
Oh my gosh.
How many shield nickels did you find that day? 1860 shield nickels. How many of those do you find?
Like 4. But
right in the places that we had just swung over.
Yeah.
Right even behind us. He's like, whoa, guys, look at this.
I mean,
it's just another shield nickel. Don't worry, guys. Go ahead. No, keep going. Well, you got a Wheatie? That's cool.
Oh my gosh. Poor Wheat Pennies we just trashed the heck out of Wheat Pennies.
But then tell us about this thing you found.
What thing? Oh, the shaky hand, the fake shaky hand that was totally real. That was in 1876, Carson City seated quarter.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
and
Not like an itty bitty one.
no,
A quarter.
no, a
Big
quarter.
piece of silver.
And
Yeah.
it sounded
Carson.
horrible. It did
Yeah.
not sound like you know, you
Should
guys
have been
know what a
screaming.
quarter sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you'd be lucky. I've found barbers out here, seateds, and in the middle of Colorado. Incredible. Yeah. So I was shaky because it broke. Like, I'm all about in my head. I'm like, okay, I need to, this is my goal. And I'm going to see if I can break this record. It's just the competitive part of me. And that day shattered like 18 records. And that it blew my mind to find something that big. So then we went online and like researched what would a quarter buy you the year that Colorado became a state, you know?
Right.
Pretty neat, man. Really.
No, and I remember even saying in the video, I was like, that's the year that Colorado became a state. I mean, you kind of start relating Relics to that time period of what was going on, you know.
Yep. Kansas territory first, right? Oh, do I have that right? Kansas territory? Oklahoma.
I think so.
Oh, Kansas territory. Kansas territory. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, yeah, absolutely. That there's just so much joy.
And it was a Carson City too. That
and it was a Carson City.
Yeah. It blew us away.
Right.
Yep.
Blew us away.
I would show it, but it's one of the coins that fell off when I put my
put your display vertically, bounced off and fell behind the couch somewhere.
I'll tell you guys about just another reason not to discount something that doesn't look right, or that looks like a trash bin item. I was close to a big river. I was close to the Neuse. A lot of activity. If anybody is from North Carolina and knows the Neuse River, so much activity, even colonial. And this was closer to the ocean where the river goes out. And I dug this item, and I'm thinking you find a lot of scrap type. Yeah, seriously, it was a gift. Anyway. So we look at this. It's a vague circular item, and it's cut. It's got a wedge cut out of it. And I'm thinking, old bottle cap that's maybe degraded, something like that. I think you guys already know where I'm going with it. I put it on my car dashboard because I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna throw it away. And then maybe after 2 weeks, I look at it, and it's been sitting in the sun. And I see an X11 on it. And upon closer inspection, the V is from a strike. And it's what the metal does when you hammer it. And it's a Spanish Maravedis 12.
12. Not an 8.
Not
12.
an 8.
12. Yeah. 12 Maravedis. Oh my goodness.
And where it was found, I mean, that is minted in a real specific date range. So where it's found would match up with pirate type activity. And if not pirate, some of the first Caucasian visitors to our area. So that's my don't discount things when you don't necessarily, when they don't stick.
Well, Roanoke was early, so
Roanoke was very early. Yep.
Right.
And actually that was not terribly far. But Roanoke you maybe know more about Roanoke than I do, but it disappeared, right? And they left there's a singular message saying, what did they say? Croatan?
Yeah, it's carved in the tree.
Carved in a tree. And
right. And so it's supposed to be a message to what was the first? His last name was Smith. I can't remember his first name. As he returned like 4 years later. So and they just don't know. There's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories what happened to him, if they became integrated into the Indians, the Indian tribe out there, or if they all perished. And
perished. Yeah.
Like the whole settlement was gone, like removed. It wasn't just like just standing there, and it was just gone, completely gone. Like
yeah.
So,
but even in your area, Jeff, like there were so many merchants coming up and down there. Like you had the whole East India Company that was, going up and down that river and all over the place. So a 12 Miravides, man, could be
that's insane
from a lot of different places, but definitely cool. All of them are cool. Like it could come from a dozen different places, but every one of them is cool.
But what's the story, right? I mean, that's what keeps us going. It's great to find these relics. We understand and appreciate the history. Yes. But then what's the next question is, what is the story that goes with it? How did that end up there? What's the path that it took? Who touched these relics before we come along 200 years later and be able to retrieve them and hold them and,
yes,
like small, shoe buckle fragments,
I love, this freaked me out more than
there you go.
Look, you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, look at that.
This freaked me out,
Yeah.
And out here,
detectors can appreciate that.
People out here are like, oh, it's a fragment, or because they're like, why don't you find a full one?
Right.
I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm just thankful for.
Yeah, take off the training wheels, man. Let's go. So funny.
Yeah, man.
We got a couple questions in the chat I want to touch on real quick.
Okay.
I know. Let's see. There are kind of two of them here, and I'll put them both up. But Teresa had asked a while ago here, what machine do you use, or kind of tell us the path and the history. Give us your resume of metal detectors that you've used throughout your career here. And 5 Mile Relic kind of was asking your top two that you've used as well.
Okay, so Ken is standing in solidarity with XP, and at least that I know of still, right? No, he didn't.
What?
Oh,
I think I'm pointing to a trader.
Okay, I thought you were pointing at Tony. Okay.
No, he's got the D word back there.
Okay. I have always been a mine lab guy, so
I knew I liked you for a reason.
Because I'm irresponsible. The first detector I bought was the Equinox 800. It was the Gen 1. I understand they made some improvements to it, and then obviously they came out with the 900.
You're referring to the control box getting water inside?
Yes, I think so.
I do believe that was like a known issue with those first ones coming out, and everybody kind of jumped off that bandwagon with that.
Yes. So I would say somewhere in the first, maybe not early. Tony is obviously flexing, and he's using his mana core.
Did you see this?
I do. Yeah,
it's glowing.
It is glowing. It is on fire with zeal. Look at that.
It's the beast.
So I will tell you, as awesome of a machine as the 800 is, and it's a nice learning curve because they're so close to together, or they're the same company. The ability to hear trash tones versus good tones on the mana core is significant when you have just used the 800, and the 800 is considered by many to be a great machine. Yeah. But tone shape, I think tone shape is what dictates success or fail, or I should say, you not digging, you coming back with something that you're going to keep. That's treasure. And the mana core opened up that whole world for me. So yeah, that's the answer. So I guess it's kind of boring because I didn't start with, I did buy my buddy. What was that? What's the low? It's like a $220 machine, Vanquish
540.
So, yeah, something like
or
that.
440.
Yeah, so 440. Yeah, I learned on that machine so I could teach him. But yeah, I was kind of spoiled from the time at the day out.
Well, I'll tell you, when Tony and I first met you, and we were talking about, we all got together at first time, and then we were all going to keep hunting together, and we did. You, Michael, and I, and Tony kind of formed a little group, and we were detecting a lot together. Tony and I were always talking about what a good detectorist you were, and you were always so humble because you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You would always, poo-poo that idea. You'd be like, no, what are you talking about? But we talk about behind your back all the time. We'd be like,
absolutely, we would.
Jeff is a good detectorist using that 800. Like you knew that machine, and it was obvious. And you can just tell, man, when people start finding stuff and the least amount of trash they're finding, and you put a lot of work in that 800, and you knew that machine really well. And,
I remember both of you saying, like, why would you change? Why would you like, you've learned that machine, why would you restart the process?
Yeah.
And I'm immature, so I didn't understand that, but I get it now, because there is a learning curve with each machine. But I appreciate the kind words. I think I'm walking with some of the best. So I will
say, we're talking about machines in here. We've kind of opened up the
team,
the way the chat goes. So, with everybody still live with this, put down there what you guys swing, what team you're on. I know Larry swings the legend. So, just write down in there what you guys use. Maybe, you can even put out your resume for Jeff too, about what you guys started with.
Please do. Yeah,
he'll appreciate that.
I do. I love resumes. Oh man, so cool.
We had another question into that went back to an earlier time in the show today. And it's great. I mean, when you said you went to North Carolina, part of the thing, or you even went with Matt, actually, you were learning the answer to this question. So why don't you educate us all on some things you've learned about?
Okay. So I'm assuming she's just talking about permission in general.
Yeah. Like around farm fields and stuff, I think.
Sure. I was going to say. So
sure, if it's portraying.
Let me interrupt real quick. Yeah. When I went to Ohio, you realize it's farming, right? And there's certain times that you can get into fields. You come back to Colorado, we're more livestock. So they're not planting. So generally, and Ken and I have a permission right now. The guy's like, you guys can't go in the field. I got cows out there. Well, that's what we have to deal with out here is cows, but they can be moved the next month off that land.
Sure.
And then we can go out to those fields. So in terms of an area that's more agricultural based, like she's asking, when is the best time to ask for those permissions in those agricultural fields, to get the permissions? Yeah.
So, and granted, I'm by no means an expert on East Coast timing. However, everybody around here is family with everyone. And I would say it's probably a week after you see the corn, after you see whatever the crop is gone, which is generally speaking, like I said, and Tony just touched on it, it's going to be different everywhere in the US because we actually have some year-round crop that we have too, where you're just out of luck. But for us, I'm starting to categorize them in my head about the timelines for corn, and then the timeline for sweet potatoes, and then the timeline for we have called backer is what
backer.
Yeah, we have backer.
Got any plug in that backer?
Backer barn. Yeah.
Backer barn.
Yeah. So I would say anytime when that they are open to the whole gleaning thing, then they're fine with it. That's the best time to ask. I would say don't ask anywhere near don't do what we did, which was because then they were just too nice. So they literally.
Did you flag the guy down and as he's tilling? You like flagged him down, say, "Hey, can I detect behind you?
Yeah, right.
As you're coming down the field here." That's a little bit too early.
Yeah, no, I would, and it's gonna
be a little anxious.
I just moved here.
I would say farmers are very regimented, and they don't like unplanned visitors or visitors that push back. Even if you're not quite there, but you're close, they'd rather not mess with it. So wherever you live, look at when your harvests are and give a safe zone in before planting and then after harvest. Yeah.
Is it like so like out here you get a lot of landowners afraid of the risk they take for on their
liability.
Land. But out there I would think that they're so used to it. They're so used to that being part of the culture.
Did you
Maybe
see
they've
that
been
grin
approached
that
a
he
million
had?
times. Yeah, just shaking his head. No, I'm just like,
that turd.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're not without our challenges. That's not.
Yeah.
Because these are likely owned by a fifth generation family member, they're always suspicious, you know. However, everybody knows everybody. So immediately someone can go from suspicious to, oh yeah, you know Jim Smith, you know that. Oh yeah, any friend of Jim Smith is welcome here. But in terms of what you're talking about, Ken, that we actually ran into that quite a few times as an excuse.
In Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not they could care less if you drown in their pond.
And they assist you if you get out of line.
I mean, no. I love the people in North Carolina, but that's just not. They are real. I would say some of it's rural. It's because it's rural, and rural life is different than city life. So if I was detecting in Raleigh, I would assume that some of those folks are having those kind of issues. But that's never an excuse. It's more of you're inconveniencing my combine, or you're,
Right.
It's a great point.
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you're just wasting your time, and you're also giving them extra time to think about it and possibly change their mind.
Back out. Yeah.
You don't ask them you don't give them. Yeah.
He's talking about the whole harvest thing. In Colorado, it could just be like when the husband gets home or the wife gets home. You told them what?
Yeah.
Oh,
pulling permission once the
okay. I have to tell you guys. I know we're like going over, but I have to tell you guys
time?
a quick story. So we're in New Bern. Are you guys familiar with New Bern? I think I'm saying it right. So we would in Colorado say
we call it no barn.
New Bern is what we would say. New Bern in Colorado.
New Bern?
Here it's New Bern. New Bern. Okay.
All right.
This is a very historical location, especially during the Revolution. And so all of these homes that are on the coast of where the Neuse kind of comes into the ocean are all like pre-1800 homes. So there's like this 1780 home, and the wife is there may be 70 plus, something like that. She's like, oh, I'd love for you guys to our yard and our backyard has never been detected. This would be incredible. And then so we get ready, and then the husband,
your eyes are like this big.
Oh my goodness. And then the husband comes out and realizes what's happening and is like, you guys, you are not welcome here. So it's like the two, and this is the husband and wife. So we left, but that goes along with what Ski was saying, just about kind of hitting it at a convenient time and not letting it sit for anyway.
I was digging your story earlier when you were talking about the landowner just sent you all kinds of paperwork and documents and showed you all kinds of stuff. There is nothing better for a relic hunter than to find a landowner that knows the history, is interested in the history, has documentation and stories all about the history. And you get to know that person, and it's just kind of like they see you're one of them, and you see they're one of us.
On the history side,
on the history side.
Okay. So let me extrapolate on that a little bit, because this is one of my favorite stories. We have permission from it's owned by a different guy, and he's given us permission. But this guy that has the historic family land, he lives like across the street. So he's watching all this stuff. It's not his property anymore, but he knows about it, right? So he pulls up and he's like irate. He's like, "Do you know what are you doing here? Like, have you spoken with anybody? Have you talked to the homeowner? All that stuff." And so I start talking to him, and slowly he starts to like drop his guard, and he is going. And finally, at the end, he's like, "I'm sorry, man. It's, you know, I'm going to need 10 more of you before I change my opinion of detectorists. But you've given it a good start." And then I emailed with this guy. He knew so much about, like, even back to, he could point out a Revolutionary War cemetery on the property, and only he knew where it was, and he knew about it because people had looted it. So, and maybe a dozen other stories like that, which made him look at me and say, you know, well, what's he up to? What's he doing there?
You're like the other ones. You're like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. So he comes and stands and ends up, like, he's, I think his plan was to kick me off. And then we talked for like an hour and a half, and I have to go. And then I start exchange. I show him like photos of stuff we found there. And he's like, "Oh man, that's so cool. That matches up with this." He sends me photos of the house that hasn't been standing there in like 100 years. He's got photos of the garden and the house and everything. And it is a founding, like, 1780-ish plantation house that was there. And I have names. I have brother's name that lives up the road. I have uncle's name. I even have a story, and this is a little bit macabre, but a lot of people say, "Oh, there was a Civil War camp right here." That's a favorite thing for people to say out here, right. Which I don't doubt that it's true, but it's probably not true some of the time. And this one was an actual, there were Civil War troops camped here. They stayed in the homes when they were passing through. And then they talked about how the uncle was actually killed, and they strung him up by a piano string at the north part of the property. He was like a sympathizer. He did something wrong, and they actually executed him with a piano. I think I'm saying it right. Yeah. It's a string.
Yeah.
Piano wire. Yeah.
Piano wire. And I mean, I don't doubt that story was true, because he had all this corroborative stuff that he sent me. And so it was just neat to like start to piece together the generations of people that were on the property.
And that just tells you, you know, for those listening in, anytime somebody does it wrong, we'll call it, does something wrong. I mean, look at this guy. It's going to take 10 good guys,
like Jeff,
10 of Jeff to replace his bitterness for the one or two that did him wrong. Tony and I are great permission right now, where the guy's the same way. He's like, "Well, I've let two guys come out here and do some hunting one time, and they did everything wrong. They disobeyed all my direction and all this stuff. And boy, was I a bad judge of character. I just really thought they were it, and they were nice, and I gave them full permission." And so then Tony and I were like, "Whoa, is he going to give us permission?" And he ended up taking a chance on us and gave us permission. But he's still kind of watching us. You know what I mean?
I'm sure he's,
I mean,
he just has that bone in him.
Yeah. But it's going to take some time for that, you know, and that's just it, because somebody did it wrong. Somebody did him wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go out there, when you get the permission, you go out there and you actually find some very thin wire somewhere with like a loop on it.
You know where that?
You're like, "What's this piano wire doing out in the middle of this field?"
You can FaceTime me, okay?
Do you remember when I texted you guys, kind of upset because, again, I'm immature, and remember I texted you being like, "I didn't find these, but my buddy found two draped in a row."
Yeah,
that's where it was, that guy's house.
Oh, is that right?
God.
Wow.
It's just so
wow. Yeah, it sounds amazing. Well, we give you a bad time, man, but we sure are happy for you to be in the place you're at, and for you to find some digging partners there, even though we feel like you're cheating on us.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all
Yeah.
right.
Did you like my response? Brandon has a cooler in the back of his truck.
Yeah. He's got a cooler in the back of his truck.
He's got a cooler, so
I do. I
we
would
better
love
step up our game, Ken.
it. No, and no one's ever going to replace you guys. Like you guys are like family. Obviously, I've been out here for almost a year, and I'm still in touch, and I still talk to you guys.
Yeah,
you know.
What's funny is I'm walking through King Supers once a week, and every time I walk down the pickle aisle and I see Mount Olive pickles, I think about you, man, every single damn week.
Yeah. Gets a little tear in the corner of his eye. He's like, damn pickles.
My
Making
boy
me
is
cry.
he yellow, is he sweet?
And then every week when we hear this,
Yeah.
I got
every
to
week.
think about Jeff. I mean, you're always there, dude.
Hey man, I'm always with you in my heart, and I'll again extend the invite in public, especially if you guys can come when all the area around me is not packed with crop. Love to dig with you fellas again, and I'll
Be careful what you wish for. We just may show up.
And I don't want to jump the gun, but some of the best seafood I've ever had has come in the last 8 months. So they know how to do it.
How far are you from Richmond? Pretty good drive, huh?
Not bad. I'm 4 hours from DC.
Okay.
So
yeah, you're
depending
not
on where Richmond is. Yeah.
That's south.
No more than
yeah.
Oh, then closer.
About an hour south, right? About an hour south.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, no reason why I'd be asking why, how
I
close
don't know
you
why
are to
you
Richmond,
would be.
Virginia.
Yeah,
So nothing.
Yeah. Never mind.
Well, hey, I love you both. Thanks for letting a non-famous person come on the podcast once.
Shoot.
Yeah, we talked about it and we thought, well,
let's
we didn't
support
have anybody else
once a
lined up.
year.
Was
Once a year.
once a year. We'll give the VIP experience to a little guy.
Yeah, because next week we've got another movie star on with us.
Yeah.
I know you do.
We're having her on another Expedition Unknown star. Yeah, I can't wait for it.
You actually are. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. And then it's gonna be Bear Grylls pretty soon.
Well, I mean, you Jeff, you do have to remember this though.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
That down. Never.
Kenflix.
Hashtag Kenflix.
Hashtag
Who started that? Somebody started that back on that show.
Okay, hey.
You know what? It had to be one of the Bills probably, and then I made that 4-second drop.
Mm-hmm. We're on the wall, aren't we? Is 1:30 the wall?
Yeah.
Do you guys say on the wall? Because you should say at the end of your show.
We say, we're on the wall.
We're on the wall. I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm like stretch
radio
on the wall.
Okay. This is
it's a full tab.
Yeah, full tab.
Yes, the
I got plenty of those.
Yeah.
It's this piece of scissor.
It's pretty. You can't see it, but I want to see if anybody can ID this.
Come on.
Yeah,
they're scissors.
Are you kidding me?
They're scissors. That's the finger hole for a pair of scissors.
It is not. It is not, sir.
Come on.
Look at the carving. Look at the carving.
Yeah.
Pineapples?
I promise you it is not. I promise you it is not.
It's a tongue depressor. Like a or tongue scraper.
Okay.
Those that are still here, we don't have any guesses in the chat, any IDs in the chat. There's still people here. Hold that up again.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting the guesses.
Teresa said glasses. We got a clock key guess. We've got.
You may have gotten it. Oh, he did it. 5 Mile did it, or whomever it was.
Clock.
Yeah.
Key,
It's called a monocular clock key.
What? I've never heard of such a thing.
Huh.
And it's carved in basically handmade.
Wow. Describe how that works. A clock key. Describe how it works. Oh, you wind it up.
You just do this, Tony. That's all you do.
He just does this.
And hey, listen, I'm not high and mighty, so it took me a minute, but so way to go. Okay, one more and then I'll skadoosh.
Let's get you on. That's easy.
That's an easy one.
Come on. We find those in Colorado. I found one just like that with Beth.
You did?
Sure did.
Okay, that was too easy, huh? All right, that's fine.
You got a dancing bear on it?
All right, fine. Here we go.
Mine had like a sportsman on it.
Oh, that's shiny.
If you know, don't say anything. Let them guess. Because
hold it like this.
Yeah.
Hold it in between your fingers. Yeah, like yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I know what that
okay.
is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I know what it is. That's better.
Is that one of those? That's one of those things, isn't it?
It is. It goes up and it goes to the left like that, and it's got teeth on it. Yeah, I know.
This one's got like a monogram on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love to do that kind of stuff.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he loves to do this kind of stuff. So that happens a lot. He's like, "Hey guys, look what I found," and he sends us a picture, and we're like, "Whoa, that's amazing!" And then 3 hours later, he comes back with
he goes and takes a nap, goes to the general store, picks up like T-bones for dinner, comes back, watch an episode of Expedition Unknown, and then goes,
and we're like, "What is it?" And then Tony's like, "Well, where'd he go?" I go, "I don't know. Is he going to answer us?" And like we're having this private conversation between two.
Is he mad at us now? What happened?
Like what? Where did he go? And then
3 hours later,
he's like,
"Oh, that's just a colonial."
Yeah. And I'm all about the delivery and the entrance,
pregnant pause.
Reveal. Yeah. So
the master of that. For sure, man. Thanks. You've been a great guest, Jeff. We knew you would be. It was really great sharing the time with you tonight.
Likewise, man.
Good to see your face instead of just your name on a chat group, text group. You belong to a great family you got with you over there. Great community, and we couldn't be happier for you. Absolutely. Someday we'd like to meet your new digging partner for sure. You couldn't make it with us tonight, but just let them know. We'll have you guys on again, and we may just show up at your doorstep, and maybe the four of us go out digging. That'd be awesome.
All right, we're gonna go get some flounder and some hush puppies, and then we'll go digging, man. That'd be awesome.
We can't have Jeff on for a year, so we'll just have Brandon on by himself.
You'll need a translator, probably.
No. That's great.
Is he a backer? Is he the backer?
He knows how to vanilla it up a little bit, but yes, he's got it, man. And I can now understand it. I can't speak it. But what's cool is that some of my little boys are starting to have a little bit of an accent. They absolutely are. Yeah, it's cute, man.
That's awesome. I miss all you guys, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I miss you guys both. Give love to your families for me.
Yep, absolutely.
And I know I'll see you soon. You're supposed to cut me off sometime in this, like while I was giving that very special goodbye. You should have been like, "Grandma's broke."
Yeah, I'm just waiting. We don't want to hear the media clip. We actually want to hear, before you go, you have to give us a grandma's brooch. It's part of the Geneva Convention. You have to.
Hey, Jeff, what are you searching for out there in North Carolina?
Grandma's brooch.
There you go.
I just woke up the kids.
Yeah,
can I have some water?
You're right.
All right, man.
You see roaches in the house? Did you say roach? Yeah. All right, man.
You guys,
do you want to hang out, or you want to just go for the night, man? Hang out down. We'll get you offline.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I'd hang out with you for a minute.
Okay. All right, man. We'll be over there in a second.
But
okay, I'll see you in the green room. Hey,
go put the boys back to bed.
Go walk them back into their room.
All right, man.
Grandma lost some stuff.
Grandma lost some stuff. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna have you fine folks out there. I'm gonna have a channel someday, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it is. Lots and lots of
Grandma's baroque.
lots of lost stuff.
Lots of
grandma.
That's
all
right, Jeff. We'll see you in a sec. Dude. What a good guy. good to see him.
Yeah, good seeing and talk to him at the same time. That'd be awesome. We just usually chat with each other, so it was definitely
Right.
good to see
Right.
you again. And
Yeah.
what you
Chat
got going
loved
on?
him too.
Oh yeah, yep. That's good.
Let's see. Well, we got something going on Saturday. You and me,
We do.
different Jeff.
Little Jeff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big Jeff. What is it?
Yeah.
Little Jeff, young Jeff, and older Jeff. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, we're going back up to hunt the property that may have had some old whiskey in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still in search of some damn whiskey.
We're gonna go look for more whiskey, even though we don't have a camera crew following us around this time.
Yeah,
it's up there
we'll
somewhere.
find it this time.
And if not, there was still a lot of great relics there that we were finding last time that didn't make the show. So we're really just going back to look for those. And if we happen to stumble upon some whiskey, well,
you know, we won't pass it up. Yep. So that's gonna be fun. Kind of returning to the scene of the crime, you know, so many months later, you know, just after the episode came out a couple weeks ago, and getting back up there. I know the landowners have been beating down my freaking telephone, my cell phone, you know, trying to get us back up there. So we got made a schedule and we'll head back up Saturday. We'll be up there all day from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll make some videos about it, check in, make some shorts, or so if you guys are following us on social media, stay tuned, because it'll be fun to see
what we find
again.
See what we find for
absolutely.
Sure. Might find another pull tab. You never know. You got to stay tuned.
Oh yeah.
You just never know.
Yes. Well, hey, you guys can find me on 5280 Adventures on YouTube. I'm also over on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you social media. Just search for 5280 Adventures. Join me on Sunday nights for Are You Smarter Than a Relic Hunter? And see if you guys can beat all the people on the show and stuff. So that's it for me.
Yeah, and you can find me at Adventures in Dirt and anywhere on social media. And yeah, that's it. Have yourself a great week. If you get out this weekend, like I say, go find the good stuff and then tell us about it. We like hearing what you guys are finding out there. Any stories you got about permissions and stuff. You know the show. We talk about all that stuff all the time. So look out for the ticks. Check yourself. It's not funny. Serious thing. Keep those things off you. Make sure you go prepared. Spray yourself down. Wrap your legs. Do whatever you got to do. But good luck to everyone. Stay safe. Go get the good stuff. Have fun. And good luck. See you next week.
Thank you so much for listening to Relics Radio. We will see you back here next week for another exciting guest. Until then, get out and dig it all.